Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Danny Coleman. I am running for Columbia City Council to represent Ward number 5 in the November 3rd election. Today, in this community spotlight, I am trying to lift up another nonprofit that's doing great work around here, and I have their executive director, Mr. Tim Jones with Columbia Cares. Tim, thank you so much for being on this on today's spotlight.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Certainly. So we'll get right to it. What does Columbia Cares do for our area?
Columbia Cares, we're tagged as an ASO, an AIDS service organization, which means all of our focus is on HIV education, HIV testing, and then services for people that are living with HIV or AIDS.
Okay, gotcha. And apologize, anyone. We're in the middle of a storm right now, so you might have heard some rolling thunder on there. So, how exactly does what are some of the things that your organization does to serve those who are stricken by AIDS?
Sure. Well, we provide case management, so we have case managers that help folks navigate different systems, whether that's applying for Social Security, applying for state or federal services, when insurance opportunities arise, to apply for those. Then we help with transportation. For folks to get to their doctor's appointments. We help folks with food. So what we do that might be different than maybe an urban organization is we have a very small food bank, but our primary means of food services is food cards, gift cards,
Okay.
so that the individual can go and purchase what they like to eat and what's nutritious for them.
Gotcha.
And we also do housing, which means rent, utilities, whatever helps keep them stabilized in their home.
Gotcha. And I know I didn't prep you for this, but hopefully you're okay with that. Put you on the spot. What are some of the numbers around here, as far as either like people that you guys are helping, or the types of people that have
Sure.
AIDS, or have been affected by AIDS in Middle Tennessee, anything like that?
Sure. Statewide, there's around 16,000 people living with HIV or AIDS. In our service area through Columbia Cares, we serve around 120 each year, 120 people each year. And we have an income requirement, and also so that the people that are the poorest of the poor most often are those that we are serving.
Gotcha. So what would our community look like if you weren't here doing what you do?
Well, last year we helped 27 different people prevent themselves from being homeless. So we would have through our housing programs, there would have been 27 families or individuals homeless had we not been able to provide them. Just this spring, we were able to apply for some additional COVID funding. So we were able to get $45,000 extra through state and federal funds to help with food and housing. Some folks that were displaced from their home because of COVID, where they had to quarantine, we were able to help some short-term housing with that. So the impact, not only in the lives of those folks, but just under $145,000 within the last 12 months were regenerated back into our community.
Oh,
so that's
wow.
something that I'm always really proud of. Not only did that help people, but that actually went to landlords and grocery stores and other providers that are local, and helping them as well.
That's a great point to make. I think sometimes people might just think of a nonprofit as just, just going around just blessing people, which is, great,
Right.
important to do.
Right.
But there's actually an economic factor at play here
Absolutely.
as well.
Absolutely.
Providing, jobs to, at least a few people who are running the nonprofit, but then as well as the things you just mentioned, pouring money that goes back into our economy.
Absolutely.
We were just talking about before we started this interview about how took me a while to realize that the state and federal funds that nonprofits bring in when they're in an area, they bring that into your community.
Absolutely.
So the more that we can do to help nonprofits, the better. On that
It's
note,
definitely a
Oh yeah,
reinvestment
it's
back in the
exactly
community.
a reinvestment. What can our community do to engage with you guys to support your very important work?
Well, I think one of the most important things right now, and it seems very simple, and it may seem trivial in some ways, um, but just liking our Facebook posts, sharing them. One of the biggest struggles we have as an aid service organization for the people that we serve is stigma. There's
Mhm.
still a large stigma associated with this disease, and we try to dispel that just by providing facts on our Facebook page. Um, and to me, that's getting more people talking, more people seeing that it happens to everyone.
Yeah.
There's no economic or any factor that prevents someone from the possibility of being infected with HIV. That it's simple, but it has tremendous impact because of the number of people that will see their likes, that will see their shares. That's a very simple, easy way, especially during COVID. We're not doing external fundraising events.
Mhm.
So there's not that many opportunities right now.
Yeah.
So that's a simple way, and has a huge impact for us.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us, and thank you so much for the important work that you do in the community.
Thank you.
It's a privilege, opportunity to get to talk with you guys and nonprofit directors all over. Just so much awesome stuff that's being done to make this a great place to live. Where can people find you guys online?
On our website is at columbiacares.org. You can see our newsletter, link to our newsletter from there. You can find us on Facebook on Columbia Cares. On Instagram, it's Columbia_cares. So just find us that way.
Sweet. All right. Yeah, I will link those things in the video
Perfect.
description here. Tim, thanks so much for being here. Try not to get too wet when
Absolutely.
when we get outside, and we'll catch you up the next time.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks.
you.